अविरलमदजलनिवहम् भ्रमरकुलानीकसेवितकपोलम् अभिमतफलदातारम् कामेशं गणपतिं वन्दे। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। Today we are celebrating Ganesha Chaturthi. A special occasion for worshipping Ganesha. Ganesha worship is an integral part of our culture. We cannot imagine life without Ganesha. For almost every Hindu, the day begins with prayer to Ganesha. Even if you go to a taxi driver, he has kept a Ganesha in his car, a small Ganesha. He won't start the car without showing agarbatti to Ganesha. And also he will put a flower. Then he will start his day's work, driving. A shopkeeper does not open his shop without praying to Ganesha. All our learning begins with the Ganesha. When we were learning shlokas as kids, the first shloka that we learned was on Ganesha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Avighnam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada, or any other shloka of Ganesha. But the first thing that we learn is about Ganesha in our culture. Even Shastriya Sangeeta, classical music, the first song, the first composition that the students learn is Lambodara Lakumikara, Amba Suta Amaravinuta, a composition by Purandaradasa. It is on Ganesha. So the classical music, learning of classical music begins with the Ganesha. Therefore, Ganesha is an integral and inevitable part of Hindu life, the life of a Hindu. Why Ganesha worship is so important? Ganesha has two names. There are many names. Among them, I am picking up two names. One name is Siddhi Vinayaka. He is the Lord of success. Siddhi means success. Vinayaka, Lord. Therefore, Siddhi Vinayaka means Lord of success. If we want success, we have to pray to Ganesha. Success in any work. Because there is a possibility of obstacles, vighna in any pursuit. Even if we are going from one place to another place, there is a possibility of obstacles. In spite of all our efforts, there can be obstacles. And most often these obstacles are unexpected. The obstacles are called vighna. Ganesha is Vignesha or Vighna Raja, the Lord of Vignas. He removes the obstacles. Therefore, these two names, Siddhi Vinayaka and Vignesha, convey the significance of worshipping Ganesha at the beginning of any work. In 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there are two shlokas. Shloka 13 and 14. Panchaitani mahabaho karanani nibodhame सांख्ये कृतान्ते प्रोक्तानि सिद्धये सर्वकर्मणाम् अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणञ्च पृथग्विधम् विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टाः दैवं चैवात्र पंचमम्. Krishna says that there are 5 factors determining siddhi, success in any pursuit. Panchaitani Karanani. 5 factors. Siddhaye Sarvakarmana. For success in any endeavor. Adhishthanam, Karta, Karanam, Vividhaha Cheshtaha, and Daivam. These are the 5 factors. Adhishthanam means the locus. For success, we need to choose proper locus, proper place, and proper time. This is locus. Even for starting a business, one has to see where his products will sell, and when his products will sell. Accordingly, he has to plan his business. When and where. Place and time. This is a factor deciding success. If one decides a wrong locus, wrong place and wrong time, there is a chance of failure. Then Karta, the doer, one who is performing the action. His competence, his ability, and so on. Then Karanam, varieties of accessories, instruments. What kind of instruments you choose? Also plays a determining factor, a role to determine success, contributes to success. Likewise, vividhascha prathak cheshtaha, varieties of efforts. For success, there is a need for effort from an individual side. Human effort is very much needed. And Krishna says this. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita does not teach fatalism. Your effort counts. In addition to your effort and all other factors, there is another factor also determining our success. Daivam chaivatra panchamam. Daiva, the divine, is the 5th factor. Therefore, To be successful in a pursuit, our effort is not enough. We need the grace of the divine. Because we have our own karmas, specifically our papa, what we have done in our previous lives, as well as in the past in this life. This karma can pose obstacle in what we are doing. Our own bad karmas can create obstacles. That is Vigna. The obstacles are the result of our own karmas. A student has studied well for the exams. He is a brilliant student and he is about to take the exam, the most crucial exam in his life. And he is very sure that he will get very good marks. But then there is an obstacle. The very day he falls sick. What causes this? It is not in our hands. In spite of taking care of his health, he can fall sick. It is Daiva. Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam. Our own Papa has created an obstacle. And then he cannot go for the exam. It is possible. This possible obstacle can be averted up to large extent if we have a benevolent grace of the divine, the Ishvara. The Ishvara, the form of Ishvara, the form of divine, which is capable of removing the obstacles, is Vignesha, Vignaraja. By removing the obstacle, he makes our path to success clear, smooth. Therefore, he is called Siddhi Vinayaka. That is the greatness of Ganesha. Therefore, we worship Ganesha. We pray to Ganesha before beginning anything. And this occasion, Ganesha Chaturthi, happens to be a special, significant time for Ganesha worship, because for every worship there is a special, significant time. And that worship, if it is done on a given time, it bears special benefit. So, on this day of Chaturthi, if we perform Ganesha Puja, it bears special result. Generally, people keep a Parthiva Ganesha, an image of Ganesha made of clay. There are certain specifications given in the Agamas, in our texts. And these specifications are given by our rishis. There is a specific reason why we worship a given form in a given way. In the clay image, we invoke Ganesha. There are certain mantras for invoking. Asmin bimbe Shri Mahaganapati Mahavahayami, etc. And then we offer various things to Ganesha. So many things are offered to Ganesha, including sweets, modaka. Ganesha loves modaka. Modaka Priya, a sweet lover. It is an attribute of Ganesha. So, often we present sweets to Ganesha. Yo modaka sahasrena yajati savanchita phalamavapnoti. A person who worships Ganesha with the plenty of sweets gets any desired result. Thus says Ganapatya Tharva Shirshopanishad. Now one may get a question. Does Ganesha eat the modaka? Generally, we don't see Ganesha consuming what we offer to him. Then we have to understand There is a statement in Chandogya Upanishad. Navai deva ashnanti na pibanti drishtva tripyanti. The devatas do not have to eat like us. Na ashnanti, na pibanti. They do not even drink like us. Then what is the purpose of keeping the sweets, the offerings in front of the devata? Drishtva tripyanti. The devatas are pleased just by looking at what you have presented. Drishti bhoga, drishtva tripyanti. Pleased by mere sight of the offerings. Therefore, it is necessary to offer various things to Ganesha. When we offer, we are invoking the grace of Ganesha. On this occasion, all of you are doing puja in your own places. And I'm sure that Ganesha will be pleased by your devotion and your commitment, and he will shower his grace on all of you. I wish all of you a happy Ganesha Chaturthi. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva.